Hey guys, welcome back. Marius here, and today we have grounded and 30 tips and tricks. Advanced, but there will be some basics as well. I just saw so much wrong information, I had to deliver to you. Alright, let's not waste time. Let's move right into gameplay. I will show my base at the end, but let's get through the tips and tricks. This is my collection, whatever, but the first tips, all the information you need to know. So, first of all resources respawn. Whatever you find, whatever you gather, also dandelions, also quartz. Not every quartz, but I'll show. Mostly what you need to know, sooner or later, dandelions take way more time to respawn, but they do respawn. Alright, next step is in the beginning, don't be afraid to drink dirty water. There is the dirty water, it's better to drink it. You will lose a little bit eating. Well, you are more hungry, but you can compensate that with shrooms, with more food. Is less problem. Food is, you will find a lot of food. So if you can't find clean water, don't be afraid to drink bad water, right? Tip number 3 is as simple as that. You can die. If thirst and food go down, you will be left with only 1 HP, 1 health. So basically 1 hit, you will die. But you cannot die from thirst or hunger. Point number 4 is there is a reason why you would want to have food and everything. What I have noticed, for example, this is actually a good example. I'm thirsty, but my food is almost full. I don't have... Alright, fine. Let's demonstrate it. And you will see if my food is in normal levels, it is slowly growing back. So basically it means there is health regen in the game. That's also, but only if you are if you eat well, right? Point number 5, don't store food in a box. If you store food in your boxes, ants will try to retrieve it. So none of the boxes currently I'm having. No, only food I have is with me. These are fine. Rooms, if you grow, ants don't care about them, right? Right. So next tip, number 6 is ignore bandages. They heal absolutely nothing, absolute garbage. Just totally skip it. You need them for one of the armor. That's it. That's it. And maybe you can test and see how. Yeah, for the eye patch. Otherwise, you're shit. Instead, point number 7. What you can use, and I definitely suggest to use, is Smoothy. You have to build, of course, this. You can make smoothies out of anything. My favorite, how I do it, just grab 3, boom, and you have smoothies. And these smoothies regenerate way more health. That's why you see I have them in my first quick bar. They also help against thirst, but I use mostly as a heal item. Absolutely greatest. Point number 8. This is something I need to... Most of you probably already, I know everything. No, probably you are a little bit missing few things. So, these numbers you're looking, there are 2 ways. This I need to show you. This is the testing ground for it all. Yeah. So there's 2 ways how you can chop down everything. But it's for grass. So, you can press and hold. That's a heavy attack, and it takes 1, 2, and 3 heavy attacks. Then the grass or dry grass goes down. Or you can be a maniac and click 3, 6. So either you cut down grass with 3 hits or with 6 hits. That's why these are the numbers. So you see, and let me give full explanation. If you cut down trees with only 3 heavy hits, you can cut down 58 such grass. That's what I did, and in total it will give you a lot of grass plants, but it also these plant fibers are also sometimes dropping off, and I managed to collect 287 of these. And if you're wondering in what terms, it's what you can cut down with one such axe. These axes has every weapon and item here has durability. So, and the other option, these are the fiber plants. Yes, I got them from. These were those 280 something, 87. And if you chop them fast, that's six fast taps. You can only with one axe cut down 31 such grass, and in result you will have only 172 plant fibers. Long story short, more efficient way is a little bit slower, but with heavy you cut down almost twice as much. Simple as that. Point number 9. Dandelions. Cut down first. These are the big ones. And as I mentioned at the beginning, they regrow super slowly. If grass regrows in few days, I didn't count precisely, but dandelions takes at least twice as much. So, and if you don't know yet, from dandelions you have different type of materials that are pretty useful, let's say. So you want to cut them down even if you don't need it yet, so the regrow process starts. That's my first simple explanation how to do that. Okay. Point number 10 is build new, don't repair, especially in the start. It means when you cut down trees and everything and anything, your tools will break down. These resources are absolutely easiest to find, but if you want such axe to repair, you need quartzite. Quartzite at the beginning will not be enough for you, let's say. So most of the time, up until this moment actually, I just throw out simple weapons. If you have super expensive gear, for example, I don't know, such insect bow, of course you will not throw it out, you will repair it. But only later, when you find a lot of quartzite, I will show it also to you, you can start repairing, say. Because just logically, if you don't have resources to repair it, you can build this simple tool, just throw it out and build new one, right? Right. Point number 11, save tools. And there are many ways how you can save them. For example, these I will just show you. You see, these you can switch off with the same weapon that you equip. Here you don't need any weapon, you don't need to suffer. And the same goes for little mites, for little bugs, for the same webs, spider web, you can collect by hitting it. You don't need any weapon. So if you have something equipped, you will damage it. If you unequip and hit with hands, you don't damage anything. So yeah, that's how you can save these weapons, especially at the beginning. It's more for beginner, right? Well, building tricks, 2 building tricks I can show you. All right, one is don't trust if this game tells you it's not possible to place there. Let me show you one example. I think I used this one. So for example, this, as you can see, I have put them in some weird positions because they belong to wall. These are not walls, right? These are. So the thing is, if you notice, in some moment, they are actually red. They are red, but if you move your mouse, they are sometimes blue. If you manage to hit it, just click like a maniac, boom, you placed in an impossible position thing. If you build it, it will stay there, no problem. So that's trick number 1. Trick number 2 is here. So basically you can build blueprint, let's say, it's blueprint, something, and you can keep building. But the trick is there is no particular order in which you need to build it. Yes, it's literally hanging in the air. And I found it too, yeah. And what I did, I built, as you can see, this is safe space. No bug can get me here. This is absolutely insane. So this is a trick number 2. All right, let's move on. Let's not waste time. I have more things to show you. Build safe camps. Safe camps. One is this neat trick, because keep in mind, if you build these two, 1 or 2, every bug that cannot attack you will attack building they can attack, right? So as you can see, I previously had a base here. Everything is destroyed now. So this is one, how you can build safe camp. If you don't feel like cheating that much, do as me. This is absolutely no cheating. Build camps, and camps I mean bases, however you call, on the rocks that cannot be climbed without jumping. So, long story short, bugs cannot jump. Well, spiders do jump, the little mice do jump, but in general. So what you do, if you find such a rock where you can jump, this is basically safe area. And on the rock, however you please, however you start building, and then physics is a bit, you see, it needs to be connected. So if this ladder and here these two are destroyed, everything will collapse as well. You cannot build in thin air. That's the only trick. All right. Anyways, I just explained build bases safely, so not a single bug has been up here, so everything here is safe. I am safe, and everything is safe. Right. Moving on. This is essential. Lamps are infinite. Not every. There are 2 types of lamps. One is the one that burns with fire. These for example. And then there are these ugly stuff. These lamps, they are not infinite. They actually, after some time, stop shining, let's say. So I removed them entirely. But these little nice things, whenever you build, they all the time give light. This is absolutely insanely good. So yeah, use it. Why? Because tip number 15, when you have, and my definitely advice, as you can see, I have lights everywhere. Do that in your base, because it means you can extend your playtime in night. Whenever you're in night, you can do your base management, building, crafting, building everything. Basically, it means you don't need to go to sleep. Sleep it for a week, right? So as you can see, I even put a light out here. Bugs seems to be not interested in destroying decorative items. So yeah. Light, and of course, in the night, if you don't know yet, in the night you can't see shit. So without light, you're blind. Tip number 16. Don't think you are safe. So this is particularly, I will mention, okay, here I am kind of safe-ish, because I know, but what I mean by don't think you're safe, for example, this area is nowhere mentioned that there are no spiders. Spiders are the biggest problem in the game. And in the same time, I have killed one spider there, one spider there, and what it means, literally, any bug can appear anywhere. In such extent that I was in ant cave where I was fighting ants, even there spider came in. So long story short, it's nowhere safe. It's almost nowhere safe. Keep that always in mind, even if you haven't seen a spider here yet. Give it a time, spider will come. Sooner or later, he will get you. Alright. That leads to the next point. Don't be afraid to die. There is no penalty when you die. When you die, you drop everything, you respawn and come back and get your things and proceed as nothing happened. So I've died a lot. Of course, it's not nice, especially if you need to, because respawn points are only here. These are where you sleep. That leads us to the next point, which is use camps to respawn. I will quickly show you, for example, I have set up small camp, I think over here. Well, it doesn't matter, but a little bit it matters. It's there. It's, yeah, the red marker where the spiders are. So I'm going around, but I've placed also on a rock a little platform and a place. So when I go in that direction, I set my respawn point there. So if let me show you how it goes. Set spawn point. So if I go there and die, I spawn there, not from here. So you can use those points strategically. If you explore one part of the map, place a little in safe area, best case scenario. So you have safe space to respawn and then get quicker to your bag and pick everything up, right? Right, I'm explaining too much everything. Point number 19. If you don't place these markers, you don't know where your base is. As you can see, I know it is approximately here, but it's not showing up in the map. Well, in a map they are not showing, but you see you need to place these little markers that are really super efficient. You see, this is custom marker. At the beginning, you don't place them anywhere. Place them only in strategic places. Trail markers. They are super cheap to build, casual materials. And whenever I build more such camps, I will mark them as well. And of course, extra tip, green means safe. Blue, this base is blue only because this is a main base, so I know it's blue. It's one specific, but every other camp will be green if safe. Red means that's absolutely no-go zone. And yellow, for example, this is Ant Hill. Ants are down there. There's one or two ants, but nothing major. You can fight it off. So you can use color code for yourself to distinguish the marks. That's the base mark. All right, moving on. We have tip number 20. Armor is pointless, bonuses are okay. Quickly I will explain. This is the best armor you can possibly, well, at least. Spider armor is a little bit less armor, I think. Oh, come on. This is a wrong color. Okay, this is a bug in the game. Anyways, this is huge defense. Like it or not, with whole huge defense, you die from wolf spider with one hit. So that's why I mean defense. Of course, against little bugs or ants or others, they are useful. If you are speaking about threat, a spider, one hit you down, done. That's it. So that's why I mean no point of armor. Of course there is, but a little to nothing if you are against wolves. But what is good is every single armor type has additional bonus. If you manage to get all of them, you get side effects, so set bonus. This set bonus, as you can see, they give me fuller, and this moist, if you look at this, you will find moist. Where was it? Stay quenched longer. So if I wear the same armor all the time from one set, this particular, I am less hungry and I am less thirsty. So even if the defense is super small, this is pretty cheap. So and every single one of the armors have different bonuses. So look what bonus you like to have the best, because as I mentioned, you will die from one spider hit anyways. And use the bonus. That's the main idea. All right, tip number 21. This is essential. Okay, there are two types of spiders. One, web spider. These are the little ones. They are big ones, but they are not nasty ones. Let's call them. You can outrun. You can outrun also wolf spider. But the main problem with wolf spider is they have set territories. If you look closely in the map, for example, whatever, this stupid head, this is a baseball, and this where I died a lot. This is a plank. Under the plank there's a cave. In the cave lives spider. This is that spider area. If you get in that area, even if spider don't seize you, even if spider is at the other end and you are just, I don't know, crouching and silently doing nothing, he will immediately, when you're under his territory, start getting to your position. If you move away still in his territory, he will find the spot where you were and literally track exactly the same way where you went. So if you're going in circles in the territory, he will all the time basically track you down. Until, of course, he sees you, then he runs straight to you, jumps, kills, and boom, done, you are dead. So these spiders, these don't think that, you can test it out yourself. The spider is somewhere in beneath. I'm climbing up on the hill and sitting there, and I see how the spider comes and goes directly my footsteps until he sees me and then charges and kills. So these big spiders, basically, when you are in their territory, you are living on borrowed time. You're literally get what you need and get out of there. All right, these are wolf spiders. Don't mess with them. All right, next tip is soda cans are not safe. This is one of the wrong writings I've heard. I want to hit those guys. So violence is not the answer. So there's a chop cans and other cans. You can find the holes in them. For example, this one, you can find a hole and get in, and the spider is way bigger than you. I was in the can. That wolf spider charged, jumped, and killed me. I went deeper in the can, and whatever bug, whatever reason, the spider climbed in the can as well and killed me again. So tell me what you want, but until it's fixed, it's not safe in cans. All right, it's not safe there. Don't believe everything that is written in the internet. Died twice because of this mistake, so don't do that, please. Point number 23 is escape with jumps. As I showed previously, there are two type of escapes you can manage. One is if you jump further, so there's a gap, there's something in between, anything, everything, enemies cannot jump. And another jump is if you jump on next level. Be aware, if you stand near the edge, spider charges and they have some pretty huge, let's say, area of attack. It can damage still you, so be aware. But the only way how you can manage escape is if you do some jumps from things where they need to go around. If you think that running on a plain area and just jumping will save you, hell no. Especially wolf spider will kill you. So there are specific ways, and if you jump on the rocks or over obstacles or something, that's the way how you can outrun and get away from the spider, especially when they see you. Tip number 24, water is safety. So if you're wondering, this is all water. This is all water. This is some shallow water, but in generally, where and when you swim, not a single bug can swim in the game. So if you are afraid, for example, now I can also demonstrate. You see, I have 1 health because I'm thirsty as hell. I don't give a damn. I'm safe. Oh, so yeah, I will not die. So in a water, you can use that as escape. Be mindful. If you jump in a water where you swim and spider saw you, he will go around and basically keep track of you and can kill you. So if it's a small water puddle, it will be not enough if you jump in the water. He will have enough distance and kill from the side, and if you jump other way around at the other side, he will go around and kill you anyway. So that works mostly for this is whole deep water. So you can go by their side, and here there are spiders. If spider sees you jump in the water and like, I don't know, climb outside other side of the water, and he's like, not touching you, right? Cool. Next tip, number 25. Yeah, this is something I need to, okay. Exploration spoiler warning, this is the next one. This is, I can give you advice, but be warned, this is particular spot for one particular place. I will mention there's this exploration spoiler warning. That means if you want to explore map on your own and find everything on your own, this is the time where you need to stop watching this video. Thank you for watching. Go away, go play grounded. If you want to know more about areas, stick with me and let me show you. So don't unblock larva cave. Remember, I mentioned a few times already, bugs cannot jump. So here is one entrance cave that is linked, and other entrance is here. This is literally one big huge tunnel. In the middle there are three quartz blocks that basically blocks, these are two separate tunnels at the beginning. One quartz, another quartz, and the third one is on top of it. If you crack down the top one, you can climb over. So basically for you the tunnels are connected. If you leave the bottom two quartz unattached, don't touch them, larvas cannot, but basically not a single bug can climb over. For them the tunnel is still not linked. Why I mention this is, if you climb from this side here, you will find a lot of quartzite. That's cool. If you climb from this side, you will find 23 larvas. That's their bait. They live in there, and when you enter, every single one of them are hostile, and basically you die, and it's just a question of time. So if you leave that quartzite in between, you can come from here, from the safe side, go there, jump on that quartz, and from the side just kill every single one of the larvae and get away from it. How I do it, especially also here, if they are there, don't go too near, basically just stand and kill them all. That's it. They cannot hit you in any way. So yeah, this is particular tip for that one cave. So yeah, exploration spoiler warning. I'll give you last 5 points is where to find specific resources. You probably are wondering. Most of the resources in the middle are accessible. You will find acorns at the tree, and that's not a big problem. But point number 6, there are last 5 points. Clay that's common material. It is found at the bottom right of the map. As map cannot be rotated, I'm using words bottom right, not southeast, because not everyone understands the concept. But bottom and right, this is all water, and here is a lot of clay. Not only that, but if you pay close attention, you can find clay also right in this is the basically beginning in this mud See, I already extracted. There's a clay, and there is a little pond next to it. Somewhere here it was. There's also another clay. So if you are paying attention to details, here's another pond. It's not in a map, but it's somewhere here. You can find clay also at this starting area. But most of the clay, as I mentioned, is bottom part of the map. Near the water and in the water. You need to swim in and then collect it. Alright, let's move on quickly. Quartzite, as I mentioned. Do not, I repeat, do not fall in the... whole internet is writing that, oh, the quartzite is... You know, at the beginning you have those lasers. Where's the laser? Laser. There's a laser, right? So one of them, you need to kill a little mites, and there's a cave beneath, and you find quartzite. As far as I can tell, that quartzite is not respawning. You collect them. 3 quartzite, they are blocking the passage. You destroy them, they never ever come back. So this is not a trustworthy spot where to go collect quartzite. But what is Ant Hill. This is the area marked right there. Oh, sorry, other way around. It is... yeah, my marker is not working. It's approximately here. From that that one laser in that direction. Here is quartzite. Right, that's Ant Hill, and another one I already showed you. Also between this spot and this spot. Here's tunnel. I'm drawing you tunnel. In there is a lot of quartzite and a lot of larva, and there you can go and collect ton of quartzite if you please. That's where you can find, and my gut feeling tells it's where it's respawning. Right? So for example, you see that death, not a single was given that day. I ain't here, but okay, I failed. Anyways, next is quartzite. Next we have spider silk. Spider silk you can collect by killing spiderlings, little white spiders dying from white, not the red ones. They are dying with 2 or 3 hits. These little white spiders, usually there's a big spider near, so be careful. But here in the bush, you can find the spots where those white little ones are easily killed. You can kill them, and not a big one spider. But even better spot is bottom right as well. Not the water, but this area. This directly area. This is a huge water. Here are spider webs, but there's no spider. I climbed all this area. There's not a single spider here. They are inside the bush, in the bush, beneath the bush. But right here is basically unattended web, where you approach it, you can unequip and just with the hands hit the web, and you will start collecting spider silk, which I thought spider silk is really rare and whatnot. And then I found it, and now I have plenty, and now it's not a problem for me anymore. All right, and it's not a problem for you also. Flower petals. Of course, wherever you see a flower from the distance, whatever color, all the colors are the same. But here, this whole part is also not a single spider, not a single problem. I just ran through swim. Well, I get over to the other side because this is all water. So again, safety area if you need to retreat. And here are flowers. Collected them as much as I wanted. As you can see, everything. So flower petals are there, and the last one is berries. So this is, yeah. First you need berry chunks, then you can craft berry leathers that can be used for a lot of things. This, well, you need quite a lot. And that is in the bottom right here, where I already mentioned. Directly, that's why I set up camp right next to it, the safe area. No spiders there. But there is a bush where you can climb on it, and then through the branches, or leaves, you go, and firstly you need to get those berries from the top. They are attached to the bush. You need to strike them down either with melee weapon, then they fall on the ground, and then you need to climb back down and with axe smash on the ground. And yes, there are spiders, but not the wolf spiders, but the easy ones. Let's call them easy ones. Web silk, or what's the name? So here is the bush. This is the area where you want to explore and get your berries. And with that, you have all the resources, everything you potentially want from the game, as far as I can tell. So yeah, I am here. 35 days, survive. Well, I built some armor. If you are wondering, okay, finish the video with nice cool view, because that's what you can do as well. And yes, using lights. No, they are not visible from the distance, but this is where you can... Actually, I will give you one more bonus tip, because this is a really long video, but now with this, if I showed you everything, let me show you everything. I need to find a good spot. So these are the lasers. Well, you can see. Extra bonus. If you open options, you will find quality. If you set quality high or epic, what happens? Hard for me to show you, but you see that roses, they are blurry. You cannot see them. If you use display settings, quality, because I think at the high and epic, they use this LOD, the blur at the distance. I don't recall how it's named. But when you set low or medium, because you can't customize every single one of them, when you use medium, they are way sharper. This is too far, but this edge, for example, the same screen, as you can see, it's pretty sharp. Let me try to demonstrate one more time, then we quit it. You see, now that edge is up there, it's super blurry. So I don't know how the hell that and why anyone would do that, but medium is the best quality, because you see that there's sharpness. This is literally when you can see things from the far. Any other option below blurs it out, and total garbage. Anyways, this is it. Let me conclude the video here. Thank you for watching. 30 tips. Let me know what I missed, what you want to add, what you want to ask, and let's see this awesome game and play it more. And we will meet in next videos. Cheers.